Right. So I'm going to carry on with the night scenes project this week, and I thought I'd do a little bit of pastel, just do a little bit of pastel. So this was a demonstration I started on Thursday, then I've added a little bit to it this morning. So I thought I'd just do a little bit here, because it's, rather than start another completely new image, I think I can use that as a process for the demo. So I'll do a little bit on that. Using black paper, and if anybody fancies having a go at this, I've got some black paper here. One of the students brought some black paper, so we've got some black paper. And got the pastels here, so anybody else have a go. I thought that might be quite an awesome opportunity. It's something I've never really tried, well, maybe a little bit, but not tried that much drawing on black paper before. But it does rather lend itself to night scenes, in that you've got a nice dark tone to start with. So yeah, I've brought a couple of little pictures in as well. So these are a couple of little oil sketches I thought I'd show you. This was of the fountains in front of the Kurzel. So that one I did quite a few years ago, 2019. I can't remember when I did this one, but this might have been a bit more recent, perhaps the last couple of years, of the fireworks. So these are little oil paintings that I've done really fairly quickly. And work them on the spot, sort of thing. So these, I'm hoping that this was the subject that I was using in the demo last week. So I was thinking, perhaps with this and the photos I've got, I could perhaps work that into a bigger painting and bigger study, sort of thing. So that's what I'll probably do over the next couple of weeks. Perhaps do another painting demo. But back to this one. Yeah, this is Westcliff. Just looking, that one is Westcliff Station. So this is the road just next to Westcliff Station. Took this photo quite a long time ago. So this, I thought I'd work over to this area here, and as I move across here, it starts to move into a bit more light. I think from this street light here. So I'm thinking to gradually lighten this up. But one of the things that I find I have to be a bit careful with is not getting too light. So as well as using colour, it's still very much using tones, lights and darks. So it's very easy to go far too bright. I thought with this image, what I really want to do is keep all these lights in the shops as the brightest bit. And the sky I want to keep a little bit lighter, but perhaps not quite as light as that. So I've worked a little bit in here. I'll do a little bit more now. Worked some sort of pinky colours, some bluish colours, but I don't want to get it too bright. Let's go for a slightly darker blue. And then using these paper blenders, I can just kind of work that into the paper a little bit in places. And then work a little bit lighter, just get some sort of oranges and pinks in the background. So that gives that impression of the sort of glow that you get just after the sun's gone down. So something along those lines. But yeah, I would make it a little bit different from the photo, because as I say, I just want to keep that nice area here nice and warm and bright. So the buildings themselves here, they start to get a little bit lighter and a bit pinker. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that in, sort of in that sort of area. And again, you could use another blender that I'm keeping for the lighter tones. Just work that in a bit, and perhaps go over again in another layer. And then some of the windows are quite dark, so again, probably need to go. I find with the pastels, it's quite hard to get the tones really dark. So sometimes I'll use some black and then lighten them up afterwards. So we've got a few sort of houses. So that is far too dark for what I want. But I think I'll pop that down to start with, and then perhaps go over with a slightly lighter brown. Some of that dark will show through. I've also got the pastel pencils, which do give you a bit more precise. Whereas these are quicker to get some colour down. Just put a little bit of that in here. And then around where the street lamp is, I want to get the colours around the lamp first. So some reddy colours here, and a little bit of yellow. Just try and get that sort of kind of bleeding out into the roofs a little bit, and the front face of that. And then a brighter yellow, and then I'll use a little bit of white just in the middle of that. So rather than go straight for white, which is a bit too cold really, you just get a yellow that I just lighten up. So hopefully that gives a warmer sort of light there. And then there'll be more lights here. And also light coming across the pavement. So that's, hopefully gets, I think probably what I need to do here is just get a little bit more of the roof line in as well. So again, with the roof line, going dark to start with, and then some browns and other colours, just to light on that a tiny bit. So pastels, it's very much mixing the colour on the paper really from the panel. Takes a little bit more light. I think it's a nice subject, and I particularly like the night scenes because you've got the light sources. You're sort of drawing the light source within the image itself, which is more unusual. Quite often you have the light coming in from the side or the top. I think they give a different sort of atmosphere. It's also a way of, like, you don't have to have everything quite so sharp and precise. So some areas just become quite vague and other bits get sharper. I think that makes for quite an interesting painting drawing. Any questions on anything there?
I have difficulty in seeing it.
Sorry?
I have difficulty in seeing it.
You have difficulty in seeing it? Yeah. Maybe kind of close look in a minute. Yeah.
How close do you have to be when it's finished?
What, for this?
Yeah.
Well, I think from about here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have a look at it.